KMBC 9 First News on KCWE starts now.
A suspect is in the hospital, shot by an officer in rural Platte County. We're live on the scene to break down what led up to that officer-involved shooting.
We don't miss a beat. We're here for them. We've always been here for them, and we'll continue to be here for the tight-knit community of Fairway, Kansas.
Fairway, Kansas is in mourning the death of a young officer, and now they're getting extra support. We're going to explain how nearby agencies are offering assistance. And it's the first day back to school for some districts. We're going to take a look at the effort to get classrooms staffed up just in time for the new school year. Good Thursday morning. Thanks so much for joining us on First News. I'm Jamie Weiss. Katie Horner here with your first alert forecast. And as folks maybe head out to their first day of school, some fog in the area.
Yes, definitely near the rivers, streams, and creeks. Some thick fog, limited visibility this morning because of all the rain that we had yesterday. That rainwater evaporating into the atmosphere, creating more humidity, more water vapor, which led to the fog this morning. But visibility is improving. We're up to 10 miles now in Liberty, 3/4 mile visibility in St. Joseph. And that rain that we had yesterday was not counted in the new update to the drought monitor. But before yesterday, in the last week, we had a lot of rain. So we do see some improvement. This was the old drought monitor. Watch this area of extreme drought in northern Missouri. Also watch this area where no drought is being reported. Watch how those two areas change with the new update. So everything is improving, but we did not see any change in the drought around the Kansas City metro area. Our forecast today, no rain in our forecast. Our high today, 84. Heat index will be as high as 90. And we do have chances of rain this weekend. Coming up, I'm going to show you when to expect that and whether or not severe storms are possible. Johnny, this morning's traffic, how's it looking now?
Well, pretty good, Katie, but we do have a problem here now southbound on I-49. It's 801. Taking a look at your first alert traffic, you're going to find that far right lane really slow, southbound I-49, I should say, with activity on the off-ramp from I-49 down to 150 highway. And with that, of course, folks trying to exit there having a tough time. It doesn't look too bad here, but you get a little further back upstream, and that middle and far left lane start to slow down as well as that far right lane. So backed up to Main Street, about a 5 or 10 minute delay through here right now. Johnny Rollins, News Chopper 9, back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Johnny. And we've been following some breaking news out of rural Platte County. A man is in the hospital shot by law enforcement officers after a chase. Investigators are near the 45 spur at Stillings Road. Want to bring in our Rob Hughes live on the scene. Rob, what do we know at this point?
Hey Jamie, good morning to you. We've got more information about what exactly happened. I want to show you real quick. If you look down this road, about 45 spur and Stillings Road, we see some lights. We believe that's a tow truck right now because that is where all of this ended. But it started just before 1 a.m. It was a call of Leavenworth police to the 900 block of Columbia. They went to a house there, investigated, ended up looking for a 27-year-old male suspect who was wanted for several different crimes, including domestic violence and attempted first-degree murder. Leavenworth officers found that man. They ended up chasing him to roughly where we are right now, and that's when officers then shot him, and then he is in the hospital right now in critical condition. Now, we've had multiple different agencies here on this scene. We've got Kansas City, Missouri crime scene investigators, as well as Platte County and Leavenworth police are all investigating this. And we also know, again, Route 45 Spur Stillings Road is closed. And then we did speak with the Platte County Sheriff, who also tells us that there's no danger to the public at this time. We'll bring you the very latest as soon as we have it. For now, we're live in Platte County. I'm Rob Hughes, KMBC 9 News.
Thanks, Rob. We know that Kansas City police are investigating a teenager's death in a late-night shooting. Officers say they got reports of a shooting near 9th Street in Wabash around 11:30 last night. When they arrived on scene, they found a teenage boy with gunshot wounds. EMS was not able to save him. Police do not yet know what may have led to that shooting, and they've not released any suspect information either. If there's anyone out there who could help detectives with this case, you're urged to call the Crime Stoppers Tips Hotline at 816-474-TIPS. Clay County prosecutors are asking people to keep an eye out for suspicious objects and blue barrels in the Missouri River. Police found the remains of Janie Crosdale in a blue barrel in the river back in June. Detectives were hoping to speak with Crosdale about the case against Timothy Haslett Jr. He's been charged with kidnapping and raping a woman before she escaped from his Excelsior Springs house. This happened last fall. KMBC 9 News has video showing other blue barrels outside of Haslett's house right after he was arrested. So prosecutors are now asking anyone who sees something suspicious to call police. The details of Fairway Officer Jonah Oswald's funeral and memorial services are still being finalized. The Lenexa Police Department is expected to release more information later on today. And in the meantime, the Fairway Police Department is collecting money for the Oswald family online. We have a link on our website that will take you directly to that fund. Local Price Chopper stores are also collecting donations now through August 22nd. 29-year-old officer Jonah Oswald died Monday from wounds he got during a shootout with carjacking suspects on Sunday. And the Johnson County Sheriff's Office is sending deputies to help watch over Fairway while the city's own police department recovers from the loss of their own. The Sheriff's Office says they'll be providing services for as long as the city needs. Johnson County law enforcement agencies are used to working together, so deputies are ready to step in during this tough time.
Shows the brother and the sisterhood of what we are, what we have here. Law enforcement community is a very tight community. Kansas City metro area is blessed that we have so many law enforcement partners that will step up and help each other out during these tragic times.
Tomorrow night, law enforcement agencies will continue showing their support with a parade of police cars called the Parade of Blue. It'll start at 95th and Metcalf in Overland Park at 7:30 and end with a public vigil at Harmon Park in Prairie Village. We'll have a map of that route later today. The nonprofit Answering the Call has helped to set up a fundraiser for the wife and children Oswald leaves behind. The group's founder says donations have been coming in nonstop since the fundraiser was announced Tuesday morning. But he says no amount of money will ever be enough to make up for what was lost.
This young wife and these two young children need our help. They do, and this is the time to give. And that's why that fund will be set up for them and her young children for as long as she needs it.
Well, there are several ways that you can help out. You can donate online by scanning the QR code at the bottom of your screen, and you can also donate in person at the Public Safety Credit Union. We've also posted a link at KMBC.com if you'd like to learn more. One of the suspects tied to the shooting of Officer Oswald is Andrea Cothran. She's going to be back in court next week. She's facing 4 counts related to the stolen car and police chase before that shooting. And the Johnson County DA says that could change. Police killed the other suspect, a man, in Sunday's shootout. KMBC 9 News is going to continue to follow this case as detectives work. We will also let you know once we learn about funeral services. Be sure to look for updates on air, online, at KMBC.com, and in our free KMBC 9 News app. It is 8:07. It is the first day of school for some communities across the metro. It is also feeling kind of nice outside, Katie.
Right now, it's a little muggy, but it's not too hot yet. Our high this afternoon is going to climb to 84 degrees. The heat index will be around 90. So this is actually going to feel a lot like it ended up feeling yesterday afternoon, but we'll be in the sunshine much longer today than we were yesterday. Tomorrow, there is a chance of a brief morning shower, but mainly tomorrow, what you'll notice is how hot and humid it is. It's going to feel like it's 100 in the afternoon. And there is a chance of evening storms Friday. The risk of severe weather is on the low side, so that is something we're going to monitor. And then any rain left over Friday will exit early Saturday morning. And then Sunday, we have a chance of rain showers and possibly some more thunderstorms. The risk of severe weather on Sunday goes up a notch, so we'll be looking for hail and strong winds on Sunday.
Okay, appreciate the heads up. Thanks, Katie. As we've been mentioning, it's already time for back to school for some districts in our metro. Today, students in kindergarten through 9th grade are going back to class in the Gardner-Edgerton School District. In Lansing, kindergarten through 6th grade and high school freshmen get to start their school year. Olathe classes begin tomorrow. I want to wish a good luck to all new and returning students. We hope you have a great school year. And hey, you can actually help send kids off to school with all the supplies they need. KMBC 9 Cares for Kids is holding a Stuff the Bus school supply drive. It'll benefit students at Operation Breakthrough. This week, you can drop off new school supplies at local Hy-Vee stores. Today, a bus will be at the Independence Hy-Vee off Nolan Road to collect donations. Opened at 6 this morning. You have until 5 tonight to donate, and you have another opportunity tomorrow. You can help us stuff the bus to give more kids a successful start to the school year. Johnson County teachers are able to get some help from outside of their school district. The Olathe Public Library is holding an open house just to show teachers how they can all work together. Today, open house is from 3 to 5 at the Indian Creek Library. Teachers are going to be able to get tours and learn about library programs and resources that could also benefit their classes. Districts are adding staffers just in time for the first day of school, and it's been a problem for some districts. Representatives with the Turner School District say it's not going to be a problem for them. Turner schools are fully staffed. Administrators say the district's smaller size may have helped with that since not as many hands are needed.
It is a huge relief that we are fully staffed. You know, we like to have all of our people hired before we leave for the summer, and sometimes that doesn't happen. But even though we may be hiring in the summer, we still want to make sure that we are finding the right fit to work not only with our students, but just in the district team as well.
Even now, employment advertisements are one of the first things you might see when you go to a local school district's website. Bus drivers have been in especially high demand. Elementary schools in Turner are going to return to class on Monday. Of course, we're going to be keeping up with school districts in our area as they welcome students back to class over the next couple of weeks. We're going to tell you which schools are back in session right here on First News. We're also going to let you know what challenges teachers face this fall and ways that you can help. A new report is out on the United States inflation situation. We'll explain what kind of information it provides and how it may shape costs in the future.
Your station leading the way with breaking news, getting you the facts when it's happening right now. KMBC 9 News.
Welcome back. It is 8:14, and we are looking at a wreck here on I-635 southbound near Horizons Parkway. It looks like one car really creamed there. It looks like it would involve two vehicles, but we don't see the second vehicle involved. Regardless, the left lane is blocked here, and 635 southbound is backing up back towards 9 Highway. But late enough in the rush hour, not real heavy traffic through here, so we're going to call it maybe a 5-minute drive time delay, 10 minutes at the very outside of that. So one way or the other, it's not going to be a major delay. If you're headed in this direction, though, allow some extra time, at least a few extra minutes, you ought to be okay. Johnny Rollins, News Chopper 9, back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Johnny. The Chiefs superfan known as Chief Saholic appeared in federal court again yesterday, where he waived his right to a preliminary hearing. Federal prosecutors also submitted a request to enter new evidence in the case, including 2 new surveillance photos. Xavier Babadouar is charged with multiple bank robberies across the Midwest. He's also accused of laundering money through area casinos. Authorities arrested him in Northern California last month. Independence police are trying to identify 2 people suspected of assaulting an employee at a business. Officers say 2 women are accused of attacking that employee last Wednesday around 7 o'clock. This was at a store near 39th Street and Nolan Road. When the employee tried to stop a shoplifting, that's when it happened. So anyone who knows either of these 2 people is encouraged to call the Crime Stoppers tips hotline at 816-474-TIPS. After a year of improving inflation numbers, the country is seeing its first setback. Inflation rose slightly for the first time in a year at 0.2%. Our Amy Lou breaks down what's driving that change.
A jump in gas prices is expected to push year-to-year inflation up 0.3%. Today's report, called the Consumer Price Index, includes the volatile prices of food and gas, which hit a 2-year low of 3% in June. The numbers will help the Federal Reserve determine whether to keep raising interest rates this year to tame inflation, but the Fed's interest rates do little to impact the price of food and gas, making it harder to achieve their 2% yearly inflation goal. Demand pushed the price per gallon of gas up nearly 30 cents on average last month, according to AAA.
There's still a war in Ukraine and Russia that's going on. This weather is creating problems. You know, the demand on the electrical grid, the demand on power right now with weather, with intense heat. All of these things create issues for us to get, adequate, reserves in place. And the price is going to affect prices.
Though gas prices were up last month, AAA says they're expected to soften soon as demand for energy tapers off, and economists predict that inflation will be back to a trending low. In Washington, I'm Amy Lou.
The Federal Reserve will determine whether to raise interest rates once again at its meeting in September. Long-time use of some acid reflux medication may lead to higher risks of dementia. That's according to a new study. Data in the study suggests people 45 years old and older who took proton pump inhibitors for more than 4 years had a 33% higher risk of developing dementia than people who never took the drugs. The study says that the study does not provide acid reflux drugs that they cause dementia. Wyandotte County residents with troubled pasts are getting the chance to have a clean slate. We're going to show you the fair that's giving people a new lease on life.
Today it may feel like it's 90 degrees, but tomorrow it's going to feel like it's 100. We're also tracking showers and thunderstorms. I'm going to show you where these may pop up so you can make your plans for Friday night.
KMBC 9 Investigates is working to get answers for a Marine veteran. Right now, his Leavenworth apartment has water damage, leaving him with big concerns. Craig Pittman reached out to us to help him after a flood in his apartment late last month. He says his landlord's cleanup wasn't good enough. Yesterday, we went to the office of Wesley Properties, and an office manager told us they're working with Mr. Pittman. They say he hasn't contacted them in a week to tell them about more water damage, and they told us if he wants to break his lease, they'll return his deposit.
I can't live like this no more, but the people want their rent and everything. Pitiful.
If you would like to help Mr. Pittman, or if you know of any similar issues in other apartments, you can always email investigates@kmbc.com. Some people in Wyandotte County now have a fresh start, and so can you. An expungement fair helped residents clear the criminal records. Expungements are available to many nonviolent offenders, and they can be applied for year-round. It opens up new opportunities for those who've served their time and possibly ending years of restrictions on housing, education, and jobs. The two-day fair at KCK Community College helped residents clear their records of nonviolent offenses at no cost.
It's a wonderful thing. So I'm very pleased for what they're doing for us, and I thank KCK for all of this.
Everybody benefits from this, and these people have done their time, and their conviction is passed, and they have a right to move on with their life.
You can apply for an expungement with the Wyandotte County DA. People who can't afford the filing fee can request to have it waived. A new pilot program at St. Luke's is designed to help attract future nurses, and it all starts with interested high school students. 9 students from Summit Tech Academy are training to become nurse assistants. The students help give baths, restock supplies, and even help patients with physical therapy.
That's definitely my career goal, is to be a nurse at the end of the day.
Just as a launching point where they're going to go on and hopefully become registered nurses or maybe physicians or another role in healthcare.
Students go through a 3-week training program before they start that position. Okay, we got to talk about the Chiefs, because we all know that fans of Chiefs Kingdoms are feeling that excitement in the air as that first preseason game draws closer and closer. The Chiefs have just one more training camp practice to go before the big game in the Big Easy against the Saints on Sunday. Everyone was putting in the work yesterday. Wide receiver Sky Moore, no longer the rookie of the team. He is entering his 2nd season with the Chiefs, and he says practice for the returning players is all about honing their instincts.
I got that year of experience, so I feel like certain things that I already know. Like, I went through a whole season. Like, I shouldn't have to get coached on where to align or where to, like, anything that happens before the snap, I don't need to get coached up on. It's more of like, how do I beat the guy instead of what route do I run?
No practice today for the Super Bowl champs. The last pregame practice will be tomorrow because, again, the big game is on Sunday. Kickoff is set for noon. Training camp will resume Tuesday. The defensive backs will be signing autographs that day. The final day of training camp is on Thursday. Chiefs running back Isaiah Pacheco is going to be at the Verizon store in Overland Park today for just a little meet and greet with fans. That'll be from 2:15 to 3:15 this afternoon near the corner of 95th Street and Quivira Road. Maybe you can pencil it in along with all the other activities today. Oh, would it be good weather for biking or too humid?
Yeah. Oh, no, it's perfect for biking. It's not storming, it's not hailing.
That is true. Makes it worth it.
Yeah, definitely. Let me show you what we're tracking for you today. Right now we're looking at some fog. Even though it's okay here in the city, there's still a dense fog advisory, northern Missouri, central Missouri, and southeastern Missouri, just not right here in the immediate metro area. That will expire at the top of the hour. Visibility has been as low as about 0.17 of a mile, but now it's starting to improve. So I imagine they'll let that dense fog advisory expire early. We've got a mostly clear sky. It is 70 degrees. Visibility at KCI is 8 miles, so that's not causing any problems. Where you'll find the fog thickest is near the waterways, streams, creeks, rivers is where you'll find it, the thicker fog, but not causing enough problems to warrant that. We have a mostly clear sky expected through the morning, partly cloudy skies this afternoon. No rain expected today, just a warm, humid afternoon. High temperatures will be in the middle 80s, but it'll feel like it's 90 degrees. Tomorrow will be even hotter. We'll hit 91 in KC, 94 in Liberty, 95 on Friday in Lawrence, 94 in Warrensburg. And with the humidity still as high as it is, it's going to feel like it's close to 100 on Friday. That will destabilize the atmosphere. A couple of triggers are going to come through tomorrow evening, and there will be some thunderstorms developing. The risk of severe weather is on the low end of the scale, but we'll be monitoring the storms for hail, possibly some strong winds when they come through. In our 9-day forecast, note there's another chance of storms on Sunday.
This morning, we're following breaking news out of rural Platte County. A suspect has been shot after an apparent domestic incident in Leavenworth, Kansas, led to a incident, and it led to an officer-involved shooting. We know that this had happened when police tell us a domestic violence call. A man was wanted for several crimes, including attempted murder. Then a chase ended in Platte County, Missouri, where Leavenworth officers shot that man while trying to take him into custody. Platte County deputies and Kansas City, Missouri police are investigating. Next on KCWE, our Rob Hughes is live with the latest from the Platte County Sheriff. And some more breaking news, this one out of Kansas City, Missouri. Police investigating a teen's death in a late night shooting. Officers say they got reports of a shooting near 9th Street and Wabash around 11:30 last night. When they arrived on scene, they found a teenage boy with gunshot wounds. Police do not yet know what may have led to that shooting, and they have not released any suspect information. Anyone who may be able to help detectives with this crime are urged to call the Crime Stoppers Tips hotline at 816-474-TIPS.
Yeah, we have a lot of sunshine right now. We will have a sunny sky for much of the day with just a few fair weather cumulus clouds later this afternoon. I think that fog will dissipate here at the next update closer to 9 o'clock. The wind is calm and it's comfortable. We might be able to feel just a little bit of humidity, and that's from the rain that we received yesterday, just kind of soaking the ground. 70 in Kansas City, Clinton 72 in Butler. 12-hour forecast for today shows just a few fair weather cumulus clouds later this afternoon with temperatures similar to yesterday, maybe just a little bit more humid than yesterday. Now tomorrow, sweltering. 91, it might not seem that hot, but when you factor in the humidity, it'll feel greater than 100 degrees, and that heat and humidity may give way to thunderstorms late in the day. So Friday evening, the potential of some storms to produce strong winds and even large hail, often on storm chances over the weekend.
Your station leading the way with coverage of what's happening right now and what's next. KMBC 9 News.
An attempted murder suspect is in the hospital, shot by an officer in rural Platte County. We're live on the scene to break down what led up to that officer-involved shooting.
I want people of Fairway to know that we care for them and we're here for them, and we're praying for everybody that's affected by this tragedy. It's horrible.
Help and support continue to pour into the Fairway Police Department after the death of Officer Jonah Oswald. We're going to share the plans underway right now for you to pay your respects. And it's back to school for some of the first districts in the metro, how you can help our effort to make sure every kid returns to the classroom prepared. I cannot believe, Katie, we are already talking about back to school and first days.
We blinked. I'm not sure what happened to summer. It's
I know.
just suddenly going back to school. Gardner, Edgerton, they're probably all off on their way to...
Wishing you a great first day.
Yes, indeed. And for recess today, it's going to be warm and humid. And for after-school activities, it is going to continue to be warm and humid. No rain today. We've got a clear sky over the city, a little patchy fog, 70 degrees, and the winds are calm. So the first thing you'll notice if you have not yet stepped out the door is you go, oh, there's the humidity. It's right back in full swing. 66 right now in Cameron, 72 in Lawrence, 70 in Odessa, 73 in Belton right now. Highs today will be very much like they ended up being yesterday, which is the low to middle 80s. But because there's so much humidity, it's going to feel like about 90 degrees this afternoon. So be ready for that and know that tomorrow is going to be even hotter and more humid than today. Today, mostly clear skies, a few fair weather clouds later, highs in the mid 80s, heat index near 90. Tomorrow, hotter with a heat index near 100. And coming up, I'm going to show you future scan because tomorrow there is a possibility of some thunderstorms. I want to show you where those are likely to pop up. Johnny?
All right, thanks so much, Katie. Taking a look at your first alert traffic, and we're just not seeing much in the way of any major problems, although we do have an issue here. It's going to be northbound K7, right at eastbound K10, and it does look like we have a vehicle off the road and pretty heavily damaged through there. Now, not that much traffic through here, so only a minor delay, maybe 5 minutes, but most likely just a few. And right now, it doesn't look like it's going to be any major delay for you whatsoever. Again, northbound K7, just before K10. Johnny Rollins, News Chopper 9, back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Johnny. And we do want to get back to that breaking news out of rural Platte County. A suspect was shot after an officer-involved shooting near Route 45 at Stillings Road. Our Rob Hughes has been live at the scene all morning long. Rob, what do we know at this point?
Hey, good morning to you, Jamie. Well, I want to show you something real quick. Now that the fog is lifted, you can see the scene. It just cleared, actually. It looks like we got some vehicles leaving. This is where this all ended. It started at around 1 a.m. this morning. That's when Leavenworth police officers got a call to a home. This was in Leavenworth. It was in the 900 block of Columbia. After they got there and investigated, they ended up looking for a 27-year-old man. Now, this is related to multiple different offenses, domestic violence, attempted first-degree murder, and several others. Leavenworth police did find him, and then they chased him over here to Route 45 Spur and Stillings Road, and that's where officers shot that suspect. We know that he is in the hospital in critical condition at this time. Earlier this morning, we had a chance to talk to Sheriff Mark Owen with the Platte County Sheriffs about what happens now and if there's any danger to the public, and here's what he had to say.
The public is not endangered in any way, and the only situation other than that right now is if you're trying to travel from Kansas City to Leavenworth. You need to stay on 45 highway and go up to 92 and cut across because 45 Spur is closed on both ends.
And there are multiple different agencies involved in this investigation, including Leavenworth Police, also the Platte County Sheriff's Office, and also Kansas City, Missouri Police Department. Crime scene investigators also are helping collect evidence for this investigation, bringing the very latest as soon as we have it. We're live in Platte County. I'm Rob Hughes, KMBC 9 News.
Thanks, Rob. And also breaking overnight, a teen is dead after a shooting last night in Kansas City, Missouri. This is the third overnight homicide we've had in KC this week. Police found him in a parking lot near 9th and Wabash. That's where he died. If you know anything that could help investigators get answers in this case, call the Crime Stoppers Tips Hotline at 816-474-TIPS. Funeral plans for Fairway, Kansas officer Jonah Oswald are still being finalized by police this morning. But we do know tomorrow there is a way that you can support friends and family with the police department. A parade of blue will take place Friday night starting at 7:30 at 93rd and Metcalf in Overland Park. As police cars will drive the route, ending in Harmon Park in Prairie Village. There will be a candlelight vigil that'll start at the park around 9. A similar show of support happened in 2020 after Overland Park police officer Mike Mosier was killed in the line of duty. More information about the route and parking details will be released today. Area police departments have shown their support for the department, and some are now making sure that Fairway officers can mourn the loss of their brother and that the people of Fairway are still protected. The Johnson County Sheriff's Office and Kansas City, Kansas Police Department will be reallocating resources just to help Fairway PD. The news of Officer Oswald's death is hitting the community hard, and the police department too. But one group is making sure first responders have someone to talk to during this tough time. First Responder Support Team Midwest provides mental health services to the people who serve our communities. They responded to Sunday's shooting and have already had several therapy sessions with Fairway officers this week.
It's just a matter of minutes, literally, before the next call goes out, and we don't hold them. I mean, we serve the public, so they have to be able to respond to those and be of the frame of mind that they can handle and deal with whatever call that they're going to be sent to. So it has to be done almost immediately.
To get more information on the team, you can go to frstmidwest.org. And Price Chopper stores are going to be collecting donations to help the officers' families. You can stop by any local store through August 22nd to donate. All of those donations will go directly to the family. KMBC 9 News is going to be following this case as detectives continue their work. We'll also let you know about funeral services when those plans are released. You can get those updates right here at KMBC.com and in our free KMBC 9 News app. It is 8:38 on your Thursday morning. It's a kind of muggy start. A lot of fog around the area too.
Right, yeah. When all that rain that fell yesterday, 1 to 3 inches in parts of our area, that made it very foggy this morning, but that is moving off and we're looking at mostly sunny skies now. A few clouds later. 84 will be our high today in Kansas City. 91 degrees tomorrow. There's a low chance of an AM rain shower. Hot and steamy with a heat index of 100 in the afternoon. And then Friday evening, there is a possibility of some thunderstorms. We're on the low end of the severe weather risk, but we'll be monitoring storms for strong wind or hail. Sunday, the risk of severe weather goes up a notch, and this will be in the afternoon and evening. High temperature on Sunday, 86, with those thunderstorms developing after, say, about 4 or 5 o'clock. We'll be watching for hail, stronger winds than the storms on Friday as those thunderstorms develop and move through.
Okay, appreciate the heads up. Thanks, Katie. Well, starting today, crews in Prairie Village are going to be working on some cleanup. This is going to be the first round of debris collection. They're going to do it by noon. They're also going to do a second and final pass on Monday, but keep in mind your piles need to be on the curb by 7 Monday morning. City workers will note where the piles have been placed, and then crews will pick them up throughout the week. Small branches should be bundled and placed on the curb with your regular trash pickup. Today, some school districts are welcoming students back for the new school year. Students in kindergarten through 9th grade are going back to class in the Gardner-Edgerton School District, while in Lansing, kindergarten through 6th grade and high school freshmen get to start their new school year. Olathe starts classes tomorrow. We want to wish good luck to all new and returning students. We hope you have a great start to the year, and of course, we know they're probably already on their way to school. We know that you can help students be prepared for the school year too. Through KMBC 9 Cares for Kids and Operation Breakthrough, our Stuff the Bus campaign has been rolling around the metro this week. Today, a bus is going to be outside the Hy-Vee in Independence off South Nolan Road from 6 this morning until 5 this evening. You'll be able to drop off new school supplies at the bus. There will be another Stuff the Bus event tomorrow, this one in Olathe at the Hy-Vee off Black Bob and West 15th Street. You can count on KMBC 9 First News for all of your back-to-school coverage. Over the next few weeks, we're going to have live reports as all the districts in the metro begin this school year. We'll have tips for you and your family to get everything started off on the right foot and how you should set yourself up for success for the upcoming school year. Some scary scenes in Hawaii as wildfire spreads and people flee for their lives. The latest from Maui and the stories of survivors, including someone from KC. The countdown is on to game day with the Chiefs getting back on the field against another pro team. We're going to show you Kansas City's excitement for the upcoming game.
And as you know, we've been in an extreme drought, but the new drought monitor just came in. I'll show you what has changed since last week.
Your station leading the way with breaking news, getting you the facts when it's happening right now. KMBC 9 News.
Welcome back. It's 8:44. We're taking a look at your first alert traffic, and we do have a stalled vehicle reported northbound 435. It's going to be right at the Blue River Bridge. Just see it at the bottom of the screen there, right shoulder. Northbound lane's getting by okay, just like we have seen all over town. We're just really not seeing any big problems when we have these stalled vehicles. About the only thing working now that's going to slow you down is that northbound K7 accident near K10. Looks like the right lane blocked through there, but not a major delay. Johnny Rollins, News Chopper 9, back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Johnny. We are learning more about last month's deadly plane crash near Kearney. The NTSB recently released its preliminary report. 79-year-old veteran pilot Alan Moeller died in the crash on July 20th. Investigators now say a fuel leak was one of the factors that caused the plane to go down. It hit a power line after taking off from an airstrip in Mosby. A Kansas City murder case is taking another step. A man has been charged in a deadly July shooting. Jerry L. Platter is charged with second-degree murder and armed criminal action in connection with the deadly shooting on Robert Street at Indiana. According to court records, witnesses told police there'd been a conflict between Platter and the victim. Jackson County prosecutors announced the charges after Platter was taken into custody this week. This is the scene in Hawaii on the island of Maui. At least 36 people have been killed in the wind-driven wildfires. The U.S.'s military spending and helicopters for search and rescue efforts as survivors share their story. Here's ABC's Justin Finch.
Disturbing images out of Maui, where raging wildfires have scorched once lush landscapes and have left hospitals overwhelmed with burn patients. The National Weather Service releasing this satellite imagery capturing the wildfires in red. Devastation reported in Lahaina, former capital of the native Hawaiian kingdom and home to 18th century era buildings now believed destroyed. And a treasured 150-year-old banyan tree there potentially lost.
Hey, if anybody's still out here, it's time to go!
Amid the panic, stories of survival.
I was the last one off the dock when the firestorm came through the banyan tree and took everything with it. And I just ran out to the beach and I ran south and I just helped everybody I could along the way.
Several fires began flaring up Tuesday on the islands of Hawaii and Maui. Maui, a tourist hub and home for thousands of residents, now being evacuated as the losses become more clear.
There's hundreds of homes burned down to the ground. The entire area of Front Street, the whole historic area is gone, burned to the ground, the harbor.
KITV meteorologist Malika Dudley describing the moment she decided to evacuate with her family.
We got a call from our neighbor who said, "Get out of your house." And we looked out the window and there was a red glow outside of our window. The fire was right above our property.
Despite firefighters working around the clock, strong winds and dry conditions across Maui are keeping the fire risk high. In a statement, President Biden expressed condolences to those who have lost loved ones and announced federal assets are assisting Hawaii's fire response. Hawaii's governor also now seeking a presidential disaster declaration to support rebuilding and recovery. Justin Finch, ABC News, Washington.
A Kansas City woman and her mom got out of Maui as those fires burned to within 4.5 miles of their hotel. 98.1 FM KMBC radio midday co-host Jamie Monacelli and her mother have been on vacation. They're now safe on the Big Island after getting out of Maui, but she told us what might have happened had they stayed just one more night.
If we had stayed in Maui 3 more hours, I don't know what would have happened. If we had stayed one more night, I don't know that we would have gotten out. You hear about 1,800 people camping out at the airport. I was afraid the airport was going to close. That was part of my thinking in getting out was, what if we can't get to the airport? What if roads close? What if there had already been a couple of brush fires that were burning at that time? What if those fires spread? What if the wind picks up? And all these things are going through your head.
They are okay now. They're hoping to return to Kansas City this weekend. Operation Barbecue Relief says they are closely monitoring the situation in Maui. They say they're ready to go if they're needed. Volunteers will travel to areas affected by disasters to provide meals. And if you would like to help, there's more information available at obr.org. KMBC 9 is keeping you safe with a warning from the Johnson County Sheriff's Office about an old scam that's making the rounds again. Scammers are calling people claiming they're a Johnson County Sheriff's deputy and that you have an outstanding warrant for your arrest for missing jury duty. The caller asks for bond payment in gift cards or through Venmo, and they say you'll be arrested if you don't pay. Okay, this is a red flag. It's a scam. Sheriff's deputies will not reach out like that or ever take any payment over the phone. There are going to be 2 hiring fairs happening today in the Metro. Kansas City firefighters are helping sponsor a workshop so single moms can find new careers. The workshop's from 10 to 2 at the Morning Star Baptist Church on 27th. Experts will go over resumes, offer tips for a successful interview, and help fill out applications. In Gardner, there's a job fair at the Grace Baptist Church on Madison Street from 10 to 1. Companies will be looking for employees and offering resume feedback. A former mayor in Olathe is being honored in a unique way. He has a new glass sculpture that was made in tribute to his memory. This is what it looks like. It's been dedicated to former mayor Michael Copeland. He died 3 years ago at the age of 58 years old. The sculpture, called Prairie Paintbrush, took nearly 7 months to complete. It is 16 feet tall and weighs about 3,000 pounds.
Michael Copeland, the former mayor, was a very warm, radiant person. And we wanted something that was explosive and radiant and radiated joy, because that's what he did. Recognize the sense of sophistication that it radiates. Take pride in regional culture, because this whole thing came out of Kansas City.
Crews just installed Prairie Paintbrush last week. The Kansas City Chiefs, they are off today in St. Joe as the team gears up for its first preseason game. Players practiced indoors yesterday because of all that weather we dealt with. The Chiefs are going to play in a dome in New Orleans on Sunday. So the players, they say they're ready to take the field and show what they can do.
Once again, it's not a controlled setting, so just really going out there sort of on your own and figuring it out and building that chemistry against live opponents, these people we haven't been going up against. So just seeing how all the hard work we're putting in now is going to pay off.
Just do my job. I think that's the number one thing to do, is do my job, worry about my keys, do my assignments right, and just do whatever I have to do to help the team, help myself. Be good for the team and things like that. I think that's the main thing I want to focus on, and just playing fast, playing with my hands, being violent, and just playing football.
So here's a look at the Chiefs preseason schedule. The team is going to play the Saints in New Orleans on Sunday. Kickoff is at noon. Next Saturday, they head to Arizona. And then on August 26th, the Chiefs host the Cleveland Browns for the only home preseason game. Thursday, September 7th. The Chiefs are going to start the season against the Detroit Lions at Arrowhead. Kickoff is at 7:20. The Kansas City Royals dropped their latest game to the Boston Red Sox last night, but something happened in the top of the second that was a first in Fenway Park's 111-year history.
Line to left field, and that is going to be over Yoshida, and now he can't find it. It is in.
Okay, did you see what happened here? It took me a couple watch throughs to find this. Kyle Isbell's ground rule double broke a light on the Fame Green Monster, so the ball actually got stuck in the light. There you go, pulled it out. The ground rule double also wiped a run off the board for the Royals as Matt Duffy was sent to third. So the Royals and Red Sox will wrap up their series tonight. First pitch set for 6:10 from Fenway Park. And hey, it's that time of year again. The Missouri State Fair kicks off today in Sedalia. The opening ceremony starts at 11 this morning. There's going to be an opening day parade that starts at 6 tonight. The fair will run through the 20th. You can find a schedule and how to buy tickets online at kmbc.com. And Katie, we've been talking about this throughout the week. What is your favorite fair food? Because Nick and I are team funnel cake.
Oh, kettle corn.
Oh, that's a good choice.
Yeah.
Good weather for it today, too.
Yeah. For walking around, each day is going to get a little bit more hot. Today, it'll feel like it's about 90 degrees. Tomorrow, it'll feel like it's 100. No rain today. Today, we've got a beautiful blue sky. It is 70 degrees and the winds are calm and the fog is dissipating. Our forecast for the next 12 hours, sunshine through lunchtime, and then after lunch, you'll see a few more fair weather clouds start to bubble up, but no precipitation will fall from them. The highs today on the thermometer will read mid-80s, but it's going to feel close to 100. Here's the latest update on the drought monitor, and you can see they've taken away the extreme drought from much of northeast Missouri. I did note that nothing changed around our viewing area with the exception of northwest Missouri. Drought conditions continue to improve there. This does not include yesterday's rain, so hopefully that will make a difference in next week's drought monitor update. Tomorrow morning, we may be tracking 1 or 2 little showers. No big deal. The afternoon, hot and humid. It feels like it's 100 degrees. But I want you to see what happens tomorrow night. After 6 p.m., we may have a couple of thunderstorms get a little feisty on us. We could have some strong wind and some small hail when these move through. But they will be done very early Saturday morning, Saturday afternoon. Once again, hot and humid. Highs will be in the upper 80s. And then on Sunday, a chance of rain showers during the day and also the possibility of more thunderstorms capable of producing hail and strong wind. Then after Sunday, it appears that we go through a pretty long dry stretch with very comfortable temperatures on Monday and then low to mid 80s to wrap up the week. Nick's up next.
Platte County deputies just reopened the roads after an early morning shooting involving police. An apparent domestic incident in Leavenworth, Kansas led to a chase that crossed into Platte County. Leavenworth police shot the suspect and he has been hospitalized. The Platte County Sheriff's Office and Kansas City Police are now investigating that shooting. Some more breaking news, this time out of Kansas City, Missouri, where police are investigating a teen's death in a late night shooting. Officers say they got reports of a shooting near 9th Street in Wabash around 11:30 last night. When they arrived on scene, they found a teenage boy with gunshot wounds. Police do not yet know what may have led to that shooting, nor have they released any suspect information. But anyone who might be able to help detectives with this crime is urged to call the Crime Stoppers Tips hotline at 816-474-TIPS.
Jamie, we have a sunny sky this morning. It feels comfortable, and it'll feel comfortable through the rest of the day, though maybe just a little bit warmer than yesterday. Light wind, it's 75 degrees with sunshine, and temperatures starting to climb up to near 80 in Olathe, Belton, Paola. Doesn't look like we have any more fog left. 12-hour forecast for today in Kansas City. A little fair weather cumulus clouds this afternoon, a little bit of cloud cover, 84 degrees. Now tomorrow, it's going to be a lot hotter and more humid. The hottest day of the week. You will feel the change from today to tomorrow. 91 degrees, heat index value could be up near 100 here in Kansas City and even higher for communities to our south. Friday evening, that combination of heat and humidity will lead to high values of instability. Thunderstorms could tap into that instability and produce strong, perhaps damaging wind and even hail. So that is a time that we are monitoring for potential impacts for Friday evening. Saturday and Sunday will remain warm and humid. Early rain showers with a few thunderstorms possible Saturday morning. The rest of the day will be in good shape. And then thunderstorms are possible again Sunday afternoon into Sunday night.